month on these kids. A lot of guys coming off a season, you rest a little bit, then you got to get yourself back in shape. The lifting, something going on 5 days a week, running, lifting, some days running and lifting. That's a grind on their body. I mean, I think this is one of the toughest months we go through, including camp, 2-a-days, all that kind of stuff. And but it's necessary evil to understand how to give effort, how to be one, how to depend on each other, and you got to take yourself to those limits where you get pushed to find out what you're capable of. And so far, I mean, in the beginning, we had to work up to it, but a lot of our guys pleased the way we're working and where we're at. I mean, I guess some guys are still injured, and ain't nothing they can do. They're working hard on the side, what that goes. But I've been pleased at the end of this thing of where we've gotten to. It wasn't always pleased all the way up, and I know it wouldn't be, but there's a lot of those. We had a lot of freshmen on this team that, even though they played during the season, it's the first time they went through this. So this is a whole different set of things that they had to go through, and it's part of developing that mental and physical toughness and learning how to give effort, have discipline and pride. And this has nothing to do with ability. The intangibles you get out of this are not the things that God blessed you with. These are the things you got to learn, as I say, the grind of football that allows you to have a chance to be successful. So it was a very necessary month, for sure.
Do evaluations you're making now carry over to the spring in terms of deciding earning?
And you can, who you're going to count on, who will quit on you, who is not mentally ready there to do things, and who sometimes is mentally there ready with effort, but then they can't combine the discipline with the effort, you know what I mean? And it's all a maturing process for these kids. A lot of them haven't been through anything like this.
How have some of the freshmen, guys like Josh, Ricky?
The guy's good. I've been very pleased with the 7 guys that come in. Now, of course, Janarius is on the side running because he had to have the shoulder surgery, which I'm glad we found, but he's running well on the side. But those guys have fit right in. They don't stick out, and they've kind of excelled. They've done a really good job in that regard.
With Janarius, what happened to how long?
He had something. It was from high school. He had a labrum deal, and we saw it and it needed fixed. So he'll be out in spring, but he'll be ready toward the end of this semester. So he'll be full go in the summer and in the fall. Just something we saw when we got him here, and he had complained about. I said he heard it 2 years ago in high school. He'd been playing with us the whole time.
Coach, a lot of competition heading into the spring. Is this where it starts? Do you see it now?
Without a doubt. I mean, they know. I mean, and all 2 things: competition for position and competition to be great, be a championship team. Because they know if they perform, we're going to find ways to play them all. And what I liked about the way they're pushing each other to get the best out of each other, really the last week and a half, 2 weeks, you've really started to see that. Because those guys are getting good enough condition now to really start. Because I'm going to say this, you talk about talent and everything. Until you're in condition, you can never play football the way it's supposed to be played. And then once they got in there, boy, you're starting to see that athleticism and ability.
Talk about the players pushing each other. DeMarcus and Dalvin seem to be leading the way with that.
Oh, he does. DeMarcus, Dalvin, Derwin, some of those guys. I mean, there's some excellent leaders in that group that are doing a really, really nice job in that regard. Travis Rudolph, I've been really, not vocally, but just his effort, been really good.
You see those players kind of seeing the occasion, seeing that this is the time to...
Oh, they do. They know how to push the buttons, and they know the history of some of the guys. And they've even spent on the phone with some of the great leaders we've had in the past. They've contacted them. And, hey, how did you get guys to do this? How did you respond? What was the expectation? And passing that legacy down.
Malik seems like he's in pretty good shape.
Malik. Yeah, he is. I mean, he's done a real nice job. I'd say all those freshman guys come in are fitting in athletically and conditioning-wise.
With Sean being out, are you seeing DeAndre kind of taking over a little bit more of a leadership?
Well, DeAndre's not always a vocal guy as that, but his effort's been good. JJ's been good. I mean, all those guys have stepped up. They throw and catch every day, they say, and I guess we're getting ready to do that now. I mean, they do all kinds of things. So from that regard, they've all been really good.
And Coach, from the leadership aspect, I know some of you guys struggled to find a consistent leader last year. Is this where it starts? Are you seeing guys step up?
There's a lot more guys being comfortable in their own shoes. You know what I'm saying? And then when you come from your own shoes, then it allows you to come out of your shoes, as I say, or your comfort zone, and start pushing other people. Because some guys, even though guys are great players, some guys don't want that responsibility. And that doesn't make them bad players. Some guys, leaders are, they're born, and you say you develop them, you can only develop them to a point. Certain guys have I'm not a guy who believes you can develop all kinds of leaders. Certain guys have certain personalities, and they take things over. And I think we have more of those guys now.
How's Matthew Thomas doing?
Doing really well. He's had a great camp. He actually had a little pull on his tight when he got wrapped up. He went back and finished, and when he runs so smooth and athletic, he wakes up, he's standing about 227, 230 pounds, consistently. Very pleased with him.
If he's healthy, I think, what can he do for you?
Well, I mean, it gives you a lot of depth. It gives you a lot. I mean, he can cover. He's such a space player, but he's such a big guy. He can come downhill. He can trigger. He can blitz. He can rush. He can cover. I mean, he can do a lot of things.
These are called fourth-quarter drills for a reason. Just how important are these drills when it comes to late game?
You got to learn to finish. This whole thing, the thing we want these guys to do, how to start discipline, but then you're finished. How do you run through the line? How do you finish every drill? When you get tired at the end? That's what it's about, and it's about winning that fourth quarter.
Marcus was telling some of those players, like, hey, we didn't finish in 3 games last year, and making that point.
You do. I mean, and it's not always finishing with effort, but it's finishing with execution or poise or whatever it may be. And you put so much into things, it makes it a lot harder to give them up when those key moments come. And also, you feel more prepared for them.
Did you get to watch Jalen in the
Yeah, I did. Wow, it was impressive. Which I thought that would happen. And I'm very happy for him. Like I said, he's one of the best competitors I've ever been around. I mean, you're talking about a guy who competes and practices every day and takes care of his body, and that did not surprise me one bit.
Tell GMs and scouts when they ask you
That you're going to get a championship effort every day. You got a guy who's very intelligent, who can process the game, who is very physical and tough, mentally and physically, and you got a great athlete. But you got a guy who wants to win not only every game, he wants to win every play. It bothers him if somebody catches a 3-yard out on him. You know what I'm saying? And I said, he'll make your team better just from his effort and just, even if he doesn't open his mouth. I mean, but he will. He'll talk, and I mean, just the way he approaches the game. I mean, he's just a championship guy.
You guys running look like with some different position groups? Any changes that have been made?
No, I mean some, but we do it also to balance the groups up a little bit too. You know what I mean? To make sure there's not equal numbers in that. We'll get to some of those when we get to spring. I'll tell you.
Travis Rudolph is another guy that doesn't talk a lot. Doesn't seem like, but he seems like he's leading the group.
Really good. Izzo's another guy that's been phenomenal. Maven's done a really good job. In fact, learning to grind. Izzo's been from day one. But Travis, man, he has been from the day one. I mean, just been a joy to watch him compete every day. He is. I think, just that maturity level. Okay, I understand what you're pushing me to every day. And then it's just, I mean, it's almost not easy for him, but he's hit that groove and he knows how to do it and how to take himself there mentally. You know what I'm saying? So that ability comes out. And he did not have one bad day in the offseason.
Last year, we kept waiting for the young receivers to kind of separate. Any of those guys emerging here?
They are some. Take's been good. Campbell's been good. Nooney's really showed some stuff. Like he has swollen tonsils. When he jumped right back up in there today, I mean, those guys in there, been pleased with those guys. I think who else? One of those guys is hurt right now. I can't think which one it is. No, George is flying through there. It's Phillips. He got that growing in that thing, but he actually had some good days. But all those guys, they're finally healthy. They were hurt the whole off and on 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks here and there the whole season. So hopefully they'll provide that depth.
How's Sean coming along?
I think he gets the boot off and is allowed to start walking next week for the first time.
What does it say about him that he's out here just throwing some passes with everybody?
Oh, they've got to be out here. Sean's the ultimate team guy, man. He's going to do everything under the sun. There's no work. It's too much for him.
You got the continuity with the coaching staff in place. How much does that help? And did you have other guys besides Charles that had to consider the options?
Oh, I mean, guys always get calls for things, but I mean, I had a few guys here and there, but guys, they like it. They like the chemistry. I think they like the atmosphere in which we have, the family atmosphere, the cohesiveness. We're a very tight-knit group. It seems like on the staff, work very good together and have a lot of confidence together. They know what we can accomplish, so they all want to stay. One more.
How's that conversation go? Is it with the other coaches in the other jobs? Do they present it to you? Hey, what do you think about that?
Hey, coach, so-and-so's call, coach. Now, am I interested? Are you interested? Or are you not interested? I don't ever keep a guy. If you're interested, you're interested. If not, I want to do things to keep it. But is it promotion? What's the reason? But most of those guys are mature. A lot of them don't even come to you with things anymore unless they really, really want to do it.
What kind of feedback have you got from the players about the player drills?
Yeah, I mean, just give me about what?
When the players meet the pass, have you heard anything?
Yeah, I mean, I haven't really pressed them a lot. I've kind of left them alone a little bit because sometimes you're with them so much. But they said consistently about guys showing up. There hasn't been. Usually say, well, coach, this guy ain't doing this. This guy. I haven't gotten that. The guys are showing up on their own and doing the things they got to do. So that's the thing I've been most interested in. All right, thank you.